When the season first started, this is not what I expected to happen with the LA Kings. I mean, at some point early in the season, they were the best team in the National Hockey League. They were trapping everybody they were playing against, and they just seemed like a legit contender. As the season went on, they became more and more average, but I still thought that their style of play would be perfect for the playoffs. But that did not happen at all, as they faced the Edmonton Oilers for a third straight year, and they got kicked out of the playoffs in only 5 games. They usually gave the Oilers a better opposition. So what happened and what's next for the LA Kings? I mean, when you look at their team, they do not have as much young guys as they used to, and they're getting older. Like guys like Drew Doughty, Anze Kopitar, they're not going to be playing in the NHL for much longer. And when you look at the young guys, other than Quinton Byfield and Brent Clark, who do they really have that has superstar potential? They had one of the best prospect polls a couple years ago, but they failed to develop some of the players. I mean, Alex Turcotte is one of the best examples. The guy was supposed to be a first-line center, and he's struggling to even score a goal in the NHL. They signed guys like Pierre-Luc Dubois. They traded for him. They signed Philip Deneau to make a push for his Stanley Cup. And one of the biggest mistakes they made was not go for a goaltender. I mean, in yesterday's game, they went on with David Rittich in net. That's definitely not ideal when you're trying to go far in the playoffs. I mean, Cam Talbot, all of those guys, yes, they've been good, but they're not anymore. And yes, I know they made a push to try and acquire Linus Ullmark. It didn't work out. And the biggest mistake they made was not having a plan B. They tried to acquire him. He said, no, I don't want to go to LA. And they did not try to acquire another goalie. At least they could have tried to make a push for a guy like Jake Allen, for example, who did pretty well at the end of the year when he got moved to the New Jersey Devils. I mean, if the Devils had Jake Allen earlier in the season, they probably would have been closer to a playoff spot. And yeah, Pierre-Luc Dubois has been absolutely horrible for the Kings. To be honest, he doesn't even look like he cares that much. Only got 40 points this year for a guy that's winning 8+ mils. Because yeah, the way he's been playing, he's just looking like the guy who's just like, all right, I got paid. I do not care anymore. So this summer, they need to get more depth, they need to get a goaltender, and they need to make a push as soon as next season for the Stanley Cup. As yeah, the window's getting tighter, and it's going to be more and more difficult for them to make the playoffs and make a push for a Stanley Cup in the coming years. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. It's been your boy Zukes. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.